This is a ritual hut in a small village in Gabon, Central Africa. Tonight marks the end of a long period of preparation and the beginning of a sacred ceremony that will last for 3 days and 3 nights. The spiritual mother of the ceremony is an experienced woman who will introduce the new member into the Mbanji women's cult. She will lead a group of 6 initiated women who are guiding the newcomer, called the Banji. In this ceremony, the whole village takes part. The men play the ngombe harp and the wooden ngongo. The mother of initiation calls the spirits by blowing into an empty bullet cartridge to create a loud, high-pitched whistle. The pre-initiate, the Banji, sits on the knees of the guiding women like a child. She is expected to go on a journey into the world beyond, to die and to be reborn. All initiated participants are painted with white and red dots, while the leading women paint their faces with the same colors. White is the color of the world beyond of death. Red is the color of this world. Even the hut is painted and begins the transformation into sacred space through dance, music, and song. Initiated members have already walked between the 2 worlds and are able to lead the Banji on her journey. They will be her guides. The hut where the ritual takes place is welcomed and ritually cleaned to make sure that there are no bad spirits involved or present. For the first time, the Banji is seated on the ritual stool. the journey begins. In the early morning, the women leave to search for a special tree. Formerly, the placenta of a newborn child was buried under such a tree. It is believed that from the placenta, the spiritual double rises, which guides the newborn child through life. The tree is linked with the spiritual double. The initiated women and a male healer called the spirits of the so-called holy wood, the iboga shrub. Iboga is considered so powerful that its root bark is used for initiation rites by several cults and ethnic groups in West Africa. It is deeply rooted in Gabonese heritage. In the early morning, the village awakes. The bonzi is still sleeping, but she will never be left alone during the following days of her initiation. New drums are being built for the ceremony. A meal of iboga is being prepared for the pre-initiate in order to call in the present spirits. Honey from wild bees is added to mask its bitter taste. In the late afternoon, the initiated women guide the bonzi to the river. The harp player is the only man allowed to take part in this intimate piece of the ritual. Using the living waters of the river, the bonji is given a ritual bath. She is then painted and clothed in white, the color of death, and given red dots to tie her back to this world so she may return. The accompanying women are painted in the same way. Iboga tastes bitter, and it seems as if the whole body is resisting the call to leave this world. The bonzi must endure the great quantity and bitter taste of the medicine to receive its healing powers. they return to the village, the Banji follows her spiritual mother while the other accompanying women follow behind. The Banji is forced to take more iboga to ensure that her journey will be successful. She and the women then circle the central pole of the Bwiti temple, and the next phase of the ceremony begins. A special mirror is prepared with white lines of paint. The Banji is ordered to stare into the mirror and to not look away. As she gazes, these lines seem to serve as a narrow focus, distorting the mirror's image and making it easier to shift into a visionary state. Looking at herself in the mirror, people she needs to confront will appear, living or dead ones, friendly or hostile. Using spiritual communication, she will try to understand their specific message. Later on, this experience will help her to overcome obstacles in her concrete life. In the meantime, the aforementioned placenta tree that symbolizes the spiritual double of the Banji is brought from the forest to the hut. The woman carrying the tree is in a possession trance, a good sign that indicates the spiritual nature of this special tree. The roots are hidden, and it is planted in front of the hut. It will now be the visible spiritual bond between this world and the other, a safety line to prevent the Banji from losing contact with reality. The second bond is the ritual music that guides the Banji through her visions. There is no singing in this part of the ritual, as there are no human voices in the other world. It will be the dancing and singing that guides the Banji back to this reality. The ritual fire is lit by the group of initiated women, and they cleanse their feet over the flames. Later, in the forest outside the village, the initiated women paint themselves into spirits. They return to the village in a state of possession trance. Dancing in front of the banji, they connect her visions from the other world with this reality. Polyrhythmic music and dancing lead the banji into a state of trance. She will be possessed by her spiritual double. She must make contact with her other self. The polyrhythm continues, and the banji is completely overtaken by music and visions. She is carried into the forest. Only the initiated women are allowed to listen to the report of the banji's visions. They ask her if she has seen the border of death, a sign she has truly been on a journey. The night closes up around them. It is a new morning in the village. For the banji, who is still sleeping, the world has changed. She will see it differently as a person who has seen death. In former times, every male adolescent was initiated, coming back as an adult. Currently, in Gabon, initiation is a personal decision of any age. Women as well as men decide to become initiated if they have psychological problems, mostly with family members or ancestral spirits. The membership in a society of initiation offers them support from outside of their core family. Women often get initiated if they cannot conceive or if they fall involuntarily into possession trances, meaning that they are possessed by spirits. In these cases, they must come to know the interfering spirits in order to deal with them. Later on in the morning, the Banji, the newborn child, is cared for by her spiritual mother. She laughs like a small girl. In a state of regression, she relives childhood phases with her new initiation family, a chance to overcome childhood trauma. She is treated with love and gentleness. Meanwhile, others prepare for the final ceremony. Tonight, the Banji is expected to come back to the reality of this world. The evening comes. The initiated women light their fire, and for the first time, the Banji takes part. Now the Banji is allowed to participate in the ceremonial dance of the initiated women. The last night begins. The Banji, who is also a mother, can again care for her child. She appears younger than normal, but is considered to have finally grown up. Again, she is painted in white, the color of death, and red, the color of life. The feathers of the Gabonese grey parrot symbolize the possibility of shifting from life into death. This bird is considered magic, a bridge between worlds. Living deep in the forest, it carries the knowledge of the wild, and yet also has the ability to live among humans and talk like people. Humans, too, can be a bridge between the spiritual and the mundane, and are decorated as such to bring on this transformation. Tonight, drums will enter the ceremony. Deep tones and human voices are used to call the spirit back to earth. The initiated women dance again as forest spirits and wear crowns of sacred plants. The banji is now one of them. Once more, the temple is consecrated. Again, the banji falls into a possession trance. This time, she must learn to control the experience, to stand up and perform ritual acts that connect the two worlds. She even learns to hold and dance with fire in a state of possession trance. She is now able to perform the Gabonese trance dance, her body flying faster than a normal person can move. This proves beyond a doubt that the initiation was a success. A new day starts. The Banji is back on Earth, and the tree must be given back to the forest. It is no longer necessary. The Banji tries to keep the tree, like many people who have been near to death. The spiritual world holds great attraction, but she is forced to come back to reality. The tree is thanked and returned to the forest. The Banji proves to be a wise woman and is able to answer questions about medicinal plants. Coming back to this world, she learns again to eat and is welcomed to the village. Reality is back. The Banji is now expected to be able to change from life to death and to contact forest spirits. Next time, she can be part of the group leading another woman through the process of initiation. She will not eat iboga again, but may fall into a more and more controlled possession trance as she continues to practice Bwiti.
Ça c'est possible. Parce que je suis un pomme de terre.
Les fourmis là. Tant que là, il y a les fourmis. Oh oui, il y a les fourmis.
Her life is expected to change as she has seen death. In modern Western terms, she has had a near-death experience. Many people of Occidental societies who have had those experiences often report life changes, such as being more spiritual, more loving, more responsible, and less dependent on the opinions of others. These are exactly the qualities Gabonese societies expect from their new members as a consequence of the initiation. The Banji is now a real adult. The light in her eyes is evident.
Le ballon là n'est pas bien. Tu joues avec moi.
Another one was in